chasing a feathered dream. Binoculars on in the Essex sky. Every tweet a story they magnify. Flap on wings, they're on the chase. Essex birds all over the place. Birds of Essex on the screen. Fun and feathers in between. Pictures flying new so bright. Birds of Essex every night. Robins in garden, starlings in flight. Hawks on the hunt in the fading light. Cameras rolling, facts to share. Their online show takes you anywhere. Chirps and calls, they're breaking through. Birds of Essex coming to you. Birds of Essex on the screen. Fun and feathers in between. Pictures flying new so bright. Birds of Essex every night. Robins in garden, starlings in flight. Hawks on the hunt in the fading light. Cameras are rolling, facts to share. Their online show takes you anywhere. Chirps and calls are breaking through. Birds of Essex coming to you. Birds of Essex on the screen. Fun and feathers in between. Pictures flying new so bright. Birds of Essex every night.
Hello, welcome to Birds of Essex for August 2025.
Oh man, that
Oh.
intro was the dog's doodahs.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on that all summer, haven't we? I can't believe how good your guitar playing is, mate. It's
You know
amazing.
what I know. Do you know how much that cost us? A lot of money.
A lot of money, a little bit of auto tune on my vocals there, I must confess, but that was just a bit of fun.
No, it's every month's theme tune.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be a stadium gig at the end of the year in the middle of Abberton Reservoir. Oh dear. Anyway, good evening, everyone. After that little bit of silliness, welcome back after our summer break. Thanks for tuning in to watch. Hello, Steve. How are you?
Very good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Good. Yeah, not too bad. You were a bit worried there, weren't you? Because you had no idea what we got planned at the beginning.
Yeah. So for those who are watching, I had no idea that was coming. So, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's quite fun, wasn't it?
To be fair, normally I thought, oh my god, it's going to be cringe-worthy. Typical.
Well, it was cringeworthy, but it was quite good fun.
No, it was professional.
It was quite fun. He did actually say just before we went live, he said, "If you stitch me up, I'm just going to disappear. I'm never going to do another show." Anyway, right, okay. So let's go back to a bit of normality. Let's do the old sharey screen. So, do you want to tell people how they can get in touch, Steve?
So we've got lots of people on the chat tonight, and to get on the chat, you need to log into YouTube. So you just need a Gmail account, and you can. That's quite simple to log in. And then if you're watching the show tonight, you can give us a thumbs up. If you love that theme tune, give us a thumbs up. Just under your screen there, you should be able to see that. And if anyone's watching who's not a subscriber, please click on the little bell under your screen to say subscribe, and then you'll get notifications of all our YouTube evenings that are coming up. And also, if you've got any questions tonight, you can email your questions to ebwstalks@gmail.com.
Perfect. Yep, ebwstalks@gmail.com, and hopefully we'll remember to check them later on. Fingers crossed. You might have to remind me, as usual. We've got quite a lot coming up again tonight, haven't we?
We have. I mean, we've had a bit of a break. It's summer season, so birding's been a little bit quiet, but things are now picking up. We're into autumn now, so lots of exciting stuff happening and stuff coming up.
Absolutely. But before we get into that, very quickly, our photographic competition is still open. Voting, that is, not for entries, obviously. So the voting in the final closes in 22 minutes at 8 o'clock. The final four photographs for anyone that hasn't seen this or entered this yet are as follows. We have a rather lovely spotted flycatcher with Steve is going to tell us the Latin name for the prey that it's got there.
Oh my God, I can't even see it, man. I need my glasses. I need to make a picture.
It's a bit like a black, like quite a dark wasp, actually. I think it might be a wasp.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, let's go wasp. So I don't know the Latin name for wasp, but there we go. Waspicus
Vespula.
stingicus. Yeah.
Vespula.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We've got a
Vespa.
little owl, luckily not carrying any wasps, just swooping down to get something or other for lunch. Very nice shot, this one. Then the third finalist is a rather nice picture of a kingfisher taking off. I presume it's taking off, like landing. It looks like it's taking off, doesn't it? I think. Not sure.
Don't know.
But it's doing something. Anyway, it's certainly in flight.
It's flying.
Yeah, it's flying. I love that one. It's really nice. And then the fourth picture is slightly more unusual. We call this blue on gold. You've got what looks like a young blue tit. And I'm not really sure what it's trying to do there, but there we go. We might go into that later on. But it's either landed on or trying to take off with a goldfinch. So those are the four finalists. And if people want to vote, what you can do is you can go to our website, which is ebwstalks.org.uk. And if I share this screen quickly, there we go. Can you see that?
Yep.
Cool. So on the front page of the website, you'll see this picture of a swallow. If you click on that, it goes to this screen here. And you can basically follow the instructions. If you click on where it says the final, hopefully, if it works, there we go. You can then see the photographs in more detail if you wish to. And then I'm not going to click on the link at the top because you'll see what the current results are. But if you click there and the blue bit where it says click here, you can then vote and you choose your favorite, scroll down, click submit, and the votes are being hidden until the results are announced in the second half of the show. So no one knows, not even you know, do you?
I have no idea. I voted earlier, so I have no idea who's winning. But like you said, I mean, there's been some really good entries. So
Definitely.
Well done to everyone that's entered. But yeah, good quality photographs this month.
Yeah, definitely. And as Steve said, thank you to everyone that's entered as well. Thanks to all the judges who took part in choosing their top 10s to get the final 16 to go to the public vote as well. That's not easy. It takes quite a while to do. So thank you so much to everyone.
Absolutely.
Right, we've got some questions and then we're going to run through what we've got coming up. So first of all, to get people chatting in the chat, what have people been up to during the summer? Birding wise, that is, or other things if you want, doesn't matter. Have you seen any winter visitors yet? Any wintering birds that you've noticed on your local patch or while you're out and about? And have you had any lifers over the summertime or even this year? If so, what's your best lifer? If you haven't had any lifers this year, what's your best migrant or vagrant species you've seen so far? Let's get some chat going in the chat room. Have you spotted a flycatcher?
Yep. Very good.
And the reason that we're just mentioning that very quickly is there was an article that we noticed, scarcely spotted flycatcher. And this is an article on the Bird Guide's website. And it's just basically going on about the fact that spotted flycatchers are kind of, well, they're not quite so numerous as they used to be, are they?
Not at all. No, I mean, when I first started birding, I mean, you saw spotted flycatchers everywhere in the summer. But I think I've seen one in Essex. Yeah, one in Essex this year.
Yeah,
and that was only a week ago.
You do have to sort of hunt for them. And I remember when I was a kid, we used to have them. I think we used to have them in the garden of one of the houses, certainly nearby. So lovely little birds. Have you seen spotted flycatchers? And if you want to read this article, if you go onto the Bird Guide's website, I think it's still on there. You can have a look at that.
Yep.
And the other one is, are you feeling lumpy? Right, so let's do that. Hang on a minute. I did a little picture there. Can you guess what this is about, Steve? From the picture?
This is lumping and splitting.
Lumping and splitting. Do you want to explain? Because I think I'll lump and split all over the place if I try to explain.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's all basically down to what's a species and what's not a species. So on your little picture there, you've got a Eurasian teal and a green-winged teal. I think they've been they've been split, they've been lumped, they've been split, they've been lumped. Got more lumps than Silver Spoon Sugar Factory.
So what does split? What does split? For those that don't know, who there might be people watching that don't know, what does split and lumped actually mean? Take Eurasian teal for example.
Basically, if they're separate species, if they decide that it's so, green winged teal was basically for years a subspecies of Eurasian teal, and they've now decided that they're a separate species, so they've been split. And then now, like at the bottom there, you've got carrion crow and hooded crow, and they've for years they've been almost a separate species, and now they've looked at it and gone, do you know what? They're all one species, so they lump them back together again.
And I think the most recent announcement regarding the teal as well is, believe it or not, they're being lumped again. I think
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you keep a world list, or world birding, this changes like every 5 minutes, it seems.
Well, this
I
is
mean,
why I
red
thought. Oh,
Red,
sorry, go on.
red pole's a classic example. You know, there was lesser red pole and Arctic red pole and common red pole, and they've just done away with lesser red pole now and just lumped them all as common red pole, I think. So
again, this is an article that came up on the Bird Guide's website. Unified Global Taxonomy published for the first time, and there's been a kind of a list that's sort of pretty much been agreed on, I think, but I don't know if people are using it. And that's where everything gets lumped or split or lumped or relumped or resplit or whatever. So the point is, in the chat, if you have in the past seen hooded crow and carrion crow and Eurasian teal and green-winged teal and they're all on your list, and you've got 4 species, you keep 4 on your list, or are you now going to lump them and go to 2? And if you lump them and if you do keep 4, if other birds are split, do you then, make 2 out of 1 and so on? You see where we're going with it. So it's all over the place.
Yep.
What do you do? What do you do? It's your list. What do you do? Pop it in the chat.
I mean, I split and lump, so my list is always changing.
Right. So you kind of go with the flow sort of thing.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it sometimes, because it's like, let's take hooded crow and carrion crow. They look quite different, but that's another episode, to be fair.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Well, I don't think my list is big enough to split or lump, really. So I'm just happy to have anything on my list. I'm happy with that. Right. Anything in the chat, Steve?
Loads of people watching tonight. With people watching, Mo Jackson, Liz Huxley, Pete Dwyer, Richard Chew, Brian Priestley, Graham and Chris Mee, Paul Daughtry, Dave Austin, Tim Davis, Paul Everett, John Peacock, Sandra Bell, Dave Webb, Neil Sumner. Here we go. Krista Bell is watching. Stevie Entwistle's watching. Evening, Steve.
Hey, hi, Steve.
He's waiting for us. He's like Christmas Day opening his presents. But we're more exciting, obviously, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, and a few people like the theme tune, so which is really good.
Okay.
We've got the mollusk dimension watching tonight. So they were looking up sparrows in the UK, and they ended up watching us instead.
Why not?
Good. That's good. Mike O'Hanlon's watching, and then just a few people comments with our questions earlier. Liz Huxley's seen purple sandpiper today at Holland Haven, so winter bird arriving, which is really good. And a few people, Dave Austin said that spotted flycatchers were missing in his village this year, but his neighbouring village has some, and they were like sparrows years ago. Loads and loads of spotted flycatchers. What other people been up to? Well, there's lots of stuff going on tonight. Heather Short's watching. Good evening, Heather. She's treated herself to a new pair of binoculars over the summer. Oh, excellent.
Oh,
really
very
cool.
good. I look forward to seeing what she's got.
Yeah, exactly. A pair of Zeiss, I believe.
Ooh,
SFLs, I believe.
Very nice.
Dave Webb has had a lifer for him and Jules this year's Roseate Turn in Northumberland.
Excellent.
Is really good. Oh my God, everyone's. Richard Chew says the birds have been quite as expected, but he's had a great summer for butterflies, dragonflies, and damselflies, and his first red coat on his patch today. And then back to our lumping thing quickly, because it could be here all night.
Go on. Lumpy.
I've just lost it here. Graham Mee said, "What's the status of yellow leg gull?" I'm pretty sure that's still split.
I think that's still split. I think
because it was a race of herring gull many years ago, and now, as far as I'm aware, it's been split along with Caspian gull as
Yep.
well. And then Mike O'Hanlon, he says lumping or splitting. It's his list, his rules. He keeps them all.
Yep. Good for
Fair
you.
enough. Fair enough.
Don't blame you. And I think when it comes to goals, we were saying this the other day, weren't we? It's quite tempting just to say they're all seagulls because they can be so difficult and awkward sometimes, can't they? But
Yeah. Quickly, as John Peacock's been watching all the fledglings in his communal garden, and he bought a scope from the society, and he's been using that.
excellent.
And he's
Good
been
stuff.
getting out and about again. And then, here we go, crikey. So you need to ask one question per show. You've complicated stuff. So Neil Sumner, the Essex Bird Report editor, he says the Essex list currently stands at 388.
Right.
So that could go down to 386.
Oh.
So unless anyone can spot a new species for Essex. So yeah.
Okay. That's the challenge. We've got to keep that list edging towards 400 and not
Maintain.
going down. Yeah.
Absolutely. And quickly get on to something else before someone else puts a comment in.
That's it. No more chat. Well, good night. It's been a great show. See you next month.
See you next month. Good night. Bye.
Right. So we're going to be looking back at the Minsmere field trip. We're going to be looking ahead to a new season of field trips and talks. We're going to be looking forward to another ringing demo, but this one's going to be hopefully, fingers crossed, in a new location. We're going to find out what we've been up to over the summer. We're going to look at the recent sightings this month around the county. We've got a video of all of the entries in the photo competition at the end of the show, so that's something to look forward to. There's a couple of website thingies to look at, viewers' pictures, and we've got a rather special bird of the month this month.
We have.
Okay. But the first thing we've got to do, unfortunately, is something that's a little bit sad. Let me just get this ready. People might know about this already. Steve, I don't know if you want to cover this one.
Yes, I mean, if you've read your Essex Birding magazine in the last year or two, you would know that the Birdwatching Society have contributed some money to this fabulous reserve. We've spoken about this in the past, the Ironworks Meadow Nature Reserve in Heybridge. Fabulous little reserve just on the River Blackwater. Really good reserve. Lovely, great place for kingfisher and other wildlife. But unfortunately, they had a devastating fire back in July. And all the money that they raised to put in new paths, boardwalks, literally the whole place went, well, not the whole place, but a lot of the place went up in smoke. Very, very sad. I believe it was arson. Which is, I mean, natural causes are bad enough, but arson's even worse. So they're raising money. They've got a page where they're raising money to try and get it back to its original way.
The society, we donated a good sum of money to help with the cost of the boardwalk and a viewing platform, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
And I mean that's all gone. So we're going to be discussing. We're going to try and make another donation to hopefully get the place back up and running again as soon as possible. But as you can see from these small pictures here, the work that it's going to take to get this back, and it's not just the paths and things. It's the wildlife. You know, the plants, the animals, the creatures that would have been killed, or certainly dislodged, and have to find somewhere else to live and to breed and so forth.
Yeah.
So this is devastating. If you have already donated, then thank you so much. If you haven't, then if you want to go to our website, ebws.org.uk, there's kind of 6 revolving news stories on the homepage, or if you're on a mobile, I think they scroll upwards. This is one of the 6 pictures. You can have a quick read, and then you can either click the button to donate, or you can send a direct donation using the account details on the screen. So if you can, please have a look at that. And let's hope, because it's a great little site, isn't it?
Oh, it's fabulous. I mean, I have to say, I mean, the vegetation is bouncing back. I mean, already, what's that, 5 weeks, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
The reeds are all starting to come up green, which is great. But like you say, the mammals, the insects, But it's a cracking little place. I mean, we've been there several times, and it's really good.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely place. So if you can help with that, it would be much appreciated. Right, what is next? Let me just line up the next bit. Is there anything else in the chat thing?
Just quickly, yeah. So
Yeah.
Michael Goodchild's watching tonight. Good evening, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
He's also bought a new pair of binoculars over the summer,
Oh, blimey.
which is fab, which is good. It's a good time to go and buy binoculars.
I,
Um,
I feel
and
I feel like the odd one out. I need to go and buy some new binoculars.
they don't, they don't. Nothing wrong with nothing wrong with what you got.
No,
And
they're
also
fine.
he's also got his girlfriend Liz into birding, which is excellent.
Good
Which is
man.
cool. The more birders we have, the better.
Definitely.
Colin Andrews just said he has a huge spreadsheet of 30,000 plus lines with all these records
Lions.
for each lines.
Oh, sorry. Hurrah. Okay.
He might have 30,000 lines, who knows? So he just basically takes them out and cancels the plus and the minuses, the splits and the lumps.
Right.
What else quickly? Yeah, Richard Chew has also mentioned there was also a very large fire at Wallasey Island,
Yeah.
RSPB Reserve, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But luckily it didn't. Graham Mees just commented saying it didn't touch the main reserve, which is really got to be
No,
thankful
I
for
think
that.
it was a farmer's field on the approach, wasn't it? But I think
Yeah,
they think that one might have been arson as well. Certainly
absolutely.
started by, you know, a person somehow.
Yeah. And then Neil Sumner quickly said he doesn't have a life list, but he's going to create one. It's on his to-do list.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's good fun.
Excellent.
It's good fun. We spoke about our list the other day, didn't we?
We
Which
did. We spoke about your list, and Mr. Entwistle is watching, so we can't really discuss, can we?
we can't. We'll talk about it another show.
We will. Yeah. Right. That'll annoy him. Okay, so I'm going to share some photos from the photo competition. Can you see that like full screen?
Yep.
So these are there's just 10 on here that I thought we'd pick out just to have a quick chat about. So basically we had I think there were 79 entries this time round from 30 different photographers, which is fantastic.
Right.
Before we move forwards, we did have quite a lot of kingfisher and little owl photographs, which are always lovely because kingfishers and little owls are stunning birds to take pictures of. But what we might do next time round, and this will be when the details for the autumn one get released, is we're probably going to say if you're going to submit pictures of kingfisher or little owl, please just send in one, not like two or three of the same bird or the same species, and it just gives a bit more diversity to it. Nothing wrong with kingfisher or little owls; they're all amazing. But when you're trying to choose your favourite from 10 different pictures, it can become a little bit difficult to do, can't it? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having said
yeah,
that,
absolutely.
this one is a cracker. This didn't make it through, unfortunately, but this is a picture by Thomas Mellor, who won the competition a short while ago with his barn owl. And I like this one because it's a beautiful capture and just the gap in the reeds, and it's sitting, sitting on top of a bulrush, and it's got the beautiful gap. It's just lovely, isn't it? Really nice.
Yeah, nice depth of field. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yep, good shot. So thanks for that one, Thomas. Next one, another kingfisher, but this one was good because obviously it's not just the kingfish, it's the little fish. Is that a stickleback or something? Maybe I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Maybe someone
You
can tell us in the chat what's the fish, or what was the fish more accurately. But yeah, that's another lovely capture, and thanks so much, Cara, for sending that in. Then we got this one, which is from Andy Brown, who again won the competition last year, I think, and goldfinch. And I love this one because he's just holding that little flower. It's so pretty. It's like it's
Yeah.
offering him a gift to take its picture. So I quite like that.
Nice. That's a
Nice.
cracker.
Good lighting. And then Kate Marie Brightland sent this in. This is a rather lovely close-up with lots of nice fine detail of a juvenile robin. And you've just got a little bit of redbreast going through there.
Yep.
Can't quite turn it into a red-breasted flycatcher, but that's a really lovely picture. Really nice. So thank you, Kate. This one was by Ruth S. Hart, and it's a long-tailed tit. And I just think, again, it's a nice capture. Love the angled piece of wood, piece of bark, and the nice blurry background, and just that cheeky pose and expression on the bird. So that's typical
that's nice.
long-tailed tit, isn't it?
And I love it's obviously it's got pink eyelids and it's got the pink background as well, which just ties in very nicely.
Yeah, really nice. So thanks for that.
There's some thought gone into that one. Yeah, really good.
Definitely. And then I think it's a couple more. You like this one, didn't you?
I like that one. Yeah, really cool. That is.
So Little Grebes at Lunch by Glenn Moore. And as you can see, it's got a young little grebe with the adult, and it's caught an emperor dragonfly by the looks of that. So emperor dragonflies are quite beastly things, aren't they? They buzz around and catch anything that they can. but this one's been caught. And weren't they using a particular method to catch these?
Yeah, I spoke to Glenn a few weeks back, and he was saying that obviously the emperors are very active, so it's quite difficult to catch. But the females, like in this picture, when they're egg laying, the little grebes come up from below. So the you know the little the emperor's just busy, unhappy egg laying, and then bang, and that's how it
Oh,
goes.
that's nasty. So the little grebe dies down and he's kind of holding its breath, looking up, waiting for an emperor to lay eggs, and then bang.
Yeah,
Very clever.
very clever.
And then a couple more. Roger Hance. I just love this great tit having a bit of a dust bath. Beautifully composed. Again, lovely low angle,
Yeah,
and just a very symmetrical shot. And the bird's having a lovely time there. And then these were sort of slightly different ones. So the great tit's a bit different. This one's again a bit different. Gray and me. It's a wood
yep,
pigeon. But it's
yeah.
flying away from us, and it's got a lovely dark background, and the light on the bird is fantastic. And talking about different, the three-headed swan signet by Jan Lewis, I thought was quite...
That's
Again, another nice capture. Just made me laugh when that came through. Really nice, so thanks, Jan. And the final one, which did get through to the public stage, but I'm not going to lie, this was actually my favourite overall. Um,
and mine too, mate. I thought that was
yeah,
a cracker. I
it's a
thought, I
lovely
mean,
shot. Low angle, beautiful colours, and just look at those little humbugs trying to get on the back of the parent. Lovely shot. So thanks for that, Tony. Brilliant. Right. That's honourable mentions done. And don't forget, if you do send in pictures into the photo competition, even if you don't get through or don't win, you may still end up being published in our journal, which we're going to come to later on. Good. Right.
few people just commenting. The fish was probably a rudd,
Oh, okay.
apparently.
Okay, cool.
And then we've got Ursula Surah, who I know bird watches down at Wallasey. And they said that the hedges where the fire was are home to all the buntings and small birds. So they would have lost their homes, which is obviously very sad. But hopefully the bushes and vegetation will bounce back.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a little bit of rain. I think we've got a bit of rain forecast this week, so
Yeah.
hopefully that will help.
And that's the thing. And I think there might have still been time for birds to try again as well if they were sort of through, still late nesting. They might have still had another chance. Who knows? Who knows?
Yep.
But
And then Christabel's just said fantastic photos. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to share this very quickly. So just before we started tonight, Richard Allen sent this in. So Richard is a very local and very good artist. As you guys know, I've got some of his pictures on my wall behind us. And he's got an exhibition coming up in Wivenhoe at the High Street, at the Old Grocery from the 18th to the 23rd of September. So if you do want to go along and say hi to Richard, he often does some live demonstrations. I'm not sure if he's doing it on this one, but there'll certainly be lots to look at, and you'll be able to talk to him about his artwork as well. Maybe get involved with it if you want to. So go along to that if you can. 18th to the 23rd of September 2025. Thank you very much. Right.
He's always great illustrations.
Yeah, superb, absolutely superb. So we had field trips, didn't we?
We did. We had our final field trip of the old fixture card, which actually seems, well, it was months ago, but obviously we've had a bit of a break. So yeah, we did a trip. It was a self-drive trip up to Minsmere, and then we slightly more unusual. We normally do like day trips, but this was an evening afternoon trip. So yeah, we had an afternoon at Minsmere, and then we went off night jarring in the evening.
We did. So I've got a couple of pictures. Hopefully I'm not going to die here. Hang on a minute. If I do go a bit jittery, folks, it's just my computer's being a bit funny recently, but fingers crossed. So can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this we cheated a bit, didn't we?
We did a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So go on, you explain.
Yeah, so we headed up. We before we met everyone, we just stopped off on the way to Minsmere to look for stone curlews, which have become quite common in East Suffolk, which is really, really good news. So yeah, so it was quite a nice day actually, from what I remember as well. Quite sunny and warm.
It was.
So yeah, we stopped off at a site and saw stone curlews.
That was nice.
And then we pretty much met everyone, and there were quite a few people. to say the
That's, to
least.
be fair, that's not actually everyone, I don't think, not quite.
It
That's
isn't
almost
everyone.
everyone.
No, it
Uh,
isn't everyone.
so we
Um,
did it a bit differently, didn't we, this time?
we did because we had a lot of people. We're very lucky to have a great team um, that on the Birdwatching Society committee and other helpers to help lead. So we split up into groups of with two leaders per group,
Hmm.
and then we headed off. As you know, Minsmere is a big reserve, so there's plenty of room. So we all headed off in our own directions
We did.
with a group, and we saw loads of stuff. It was really good.
We did. So, I mean, near the reserve, near the back of the visitor centre, as people probably aware, there's a sand martin bank, and these birds were buzzing around, weren't they, on that day? They were in and out. Many of the holes were used. A few were disused, but these three young birds were just patiently sitting at the entrance of one of the burrows, just waiting for mum or dad to come back with some tasty snacks. So, that's always nice to watch San Martins. They make that lovely sort of buzzy noise as well, don't they, when they're flying around? Um,
Absolutely.
and each one has got its own little home, and you can see another one on the right hand side there. They're cracking little birds, so it's always good to see. But I think we all had a view of this chappie, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we heard that there was a roosting tawny owl nearby, so it wasn't the easiest thing to get on because you had to be at the right angle and obviously in your photo there it stands out quite well, but actually in reality it was a bit trickier. But yeah, we managed to get everyone on that, I think, and we
Yep.
had and of course people had obviously heard them at night, but not everyone's seen one during the day, so that was really cool.
Definitely. As you said, you couldn't, even if you could see it and you knew where it was, you could lose it so quickly. So getting the scopes on, and thanks to all the people that helped lead the walk or the three walks on the day. And I think everyone used their scopes. And as Steve said, I think everybody got good views as well. So that was fantastic. So me and Tim went off. We led one group round, and we were looking at things like black-tailed gobbets. There was quite a good number of black-tailed gobbets there, weren't there?
Yeah, the
Um,
water levels were quite reasonable at that time of the summer.
mhm.
It's quite different there now. But yeah, so there were lots of waders, including these wonderful black-tailed godwits.
And nice and showing their breeding plumage. So I don't know if these would be birds that have already come back, or maybe birds that failed to breed and have come back early. I'm not sure really, or even
Yeah,
just
I can't
stayed
even.
possibly.
When did we go? June. Yeah, they could be. They could be first year birds or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just non breeders.
And then there was two or three stone chats along the beach, weren't there?
Yep, yep. We
And
had lovely views of stone chats.
they're always fun to see, and they sit up nicely as well. So they're normally quite easy to get people onto because they have a habit of doing this and sitting on the top of the nearest gorse bush or wherever they are. So they're nice to see. But while we were looking at stone chats and blacktail godwits, Jan, I can't remember who went with Jan. Was it Jerry? Did Jan and Jerry go
Yeah,
round?
Jan and Jerry. Yep,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Um,
was with Paul Everett. Yeah,
it almost sounds like a brand of ice cream, doesn't it, Jan and Jerry? But let's not go there.
I think we might have done the Ben and Jerry's that
We
last
did actually, yeah, we did before, didn't we?
Christmas
Yeah.
show.
But yeah, so Jan sent these pictures in, and they had some cracking views of bittern, didn't they? Look at
Yeah, they
this.
did. And another species of fish, probably.
I'm going. I'll tell you, I'm going to go rudd again. It's not a stickle. I know it's not a stickleback.
I'm
Rudd or
going
roach or
roach.
perch or
I'm
something.
going
I don't.
roach. I
Yeah,
don't
roach,
know.
not sure. Someone will tell us in a minute, I'm sure. But
Please.
yeah, cracking views of this bittern. Look at that. They're wonderful birds.
Yeah, it's cracking,
They
isn't it?
really
Really
are.
good.
And you very, if you see them, it's normally in flight. Sometimes you'll hear them if you're lucky at the right time of year. But to get views like this, I think, yeah, Jan and Jerry did great work seeing this bird. So well done.
Absolutely.
And then as we were on the way around, I spotted this motley crew of birders coming the other way. So we bumped into each other, didn't we? I think
We
you went
did.
clockwise and we went anti-clockwise.
Yeah, absolutely. And yep, we bumped into you on the
Yeah,
what's the word? Coastal path. Coastal path.
coastal path. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So that was good
There we
fun.
go. It's a tench, apparently.
Oh, it's a tench.
Yeah, Mick Woodruff, Jonathan Dumont, and John Peacock have all said tench.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
Okay,
Wow,
that's good.
I'm glad we got some experts on tonight.
That's good.
But we all saw these as well, didn't we? So these were originally over the far field, over one of the very back fields, and we got views from Bitternhide, which because it's quite elevated.
Yep.
And then a bit later in the day, as we were all trudging down towards Island Mere, they took flight, didn't they?
They
And
did, and they flew right past us.
mm,
Fabulous.
three common cranes, which is always lovely to see. And then as Steve said, as Steve
Well,
said, but there's a story behind this.
do you know what, Matt? I mean, I've been birding for a lot of years, and
Mm,
seeing nightjars is often quite tricky. Showing them to a group of 45 people
yep,
was challenging, but I have to say everybody saw nightjar.
absolutely.
Because I mean, sometimes you're lucky if you hear them and you think, "Oh, brilliant, we've heard them," but you don't want to just hear them; you want to see them. That's what it's all about. And yeah,
Exactly.
we managed to get everyone, mostly thanks to Jan Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was, and also Judy. So Judy,
Oh, and Judy as well, Judy Ross.
yeah,
Yeah,
Judy had done a bit of recce the week before, and she'd said where she'd seen them the week before. Jan sort of strode off purposefully and found one virtually straight away, and then we heard them to start with, didn't we?
did.
Then I can't remember who picked out this one on a branch. It might have been you, possibly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can remember. No, I think it was Jan actually. I think.
Oh, was it Jan? Okay. I'd left my camera in the car, so this is a handheld phone thing through the scope, but you can still see roughly what it is. And then as we were kind of on the way back to the cars, we had there was two occasions where two birds flew virtually over our heads, didn't they?
Tree. Yeah,
Wing flap.
within. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, incredible.
It was.
So that's some of the best, probably the best views of nightjar I've ever had, I think, actually.
Oh, yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, really
Um,
good.
Neil Sumner's just commented. He said the caption for Neil's picture could be "tense moment."
Oh dear.
Well done, Neil. You've
I
still
quite
got
like
it.
that, actually. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
So yeah,
Uh,
that was the Minsmere, and then we also had during the summer we had a ringing demonstration, and this was another one with the South Essex ringing group,
yeah,
and this one took place down at what, Tyler?
we did. Yeah, back in July, I'm going to say.
I think it was, yeah. Um, should have put dates on these. I can't remember to be fair, but I think it was in July. And yeah, once again, it's a limited numbers event. There's another one coming up, which we'll talk about a bit later on. And you can see the whole crew on the right hand side here. So David is at the back here, and you've got Liam and Emily and Owen and Belle and George just here as well. So lots of people beavering away. Terry was around somewhere.
Yeah,
Um, and it was another really good day, wasn't it? It was a fantastic day. Really
it
enjoyed
was
it.
cracking morning.
Mm.
Obviously, well, we organised this with the Southeast Ringing Group basically this time of year because there's loads of birds. I mean,
Yeah,
literally, I think it was their highest, wasn't it the highest ever total birds caught?
I think so. Yeah, I mean they had a really huge number of birds throughout the day. They broke their record.
Yeah,
I can't remember what that was. I've probably got it on a text somewhere, but it was a really. I
yeah,
think it was well into three figures.
yeah,
And yeah, really good mornings ringing. A few of these weren't there? A few reed warblers.
yeah. Lots of reed warblers. Yep.
Really nice. We had some super views of sedge warbler in the hand.
Yeah, I mean, this is a typical young bird. Look at that, how pristine that is. That is quality.
They're so pretty. And of course, all the birds, the information, their weight, their measurements, the age of the bird, the sex of the bird, if they can determine those things, everything's logged and linked to the ring number, so that if the bird is retrapped or found in the future, a little mini history of its movements and can be sort of recorded. And this is how we learn so much about the species and what they get up to and where they go. So this is a chaffinch, just having its wing measured, or the other thing they do as well is they explain the plumage, don't they? So you
They
learn
do.
so much when you take part in one of these ringing demos. It's really good, really good. And then this is rather a nice bird, isn't it?
Yeah, his beautiful Chetty's warbler. This
Mm.
was an adult Chetty's warbler, slightly more raggedy than the sedge warblers that we saw early. But yeah, I mean, Chetty's warbler. Again, they're another bird that you hear, but
Yep.
you don't get, I mean, you do get views now and again like this, but in the hand is wonderful to see all those tail feathers.
Oh, they're absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous birds. Lovely. And then we they caught this little chap, which I'm quite excited about. They don't often catch magpie, do they?
No, it was that they were all very excited about it.
Hmm. And Terry again, I don't know if you remember a little while ago, Terry had her first kestrel that she ringed, and she got really involved with that. Well, this was her first magpie, and again, she was being watched by 15 pairs of eyes, so no pressure, but she did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they said, "Does anyone want to sort of help release the magpie?" And so I sort of stepped forward and volunteered, and it didn't peg me, which is
No, it
good.
was a bit of a shame that was. No, I'm
Oh, thanks
joking.
very much. No, it was really cool and a real privilege to be able to release such a cool bird. Um, quite educational, as I said. So Steve was you were David's assistant for a while, weren't you, holding
Was, yep,
the guide?
explaining about molt on chaffinches.
Absolutely. And I thought I'd take a picture, and then of course David and Steve, being David and Steve, they saw me taking a picture, so then they did that, which I thought was quite funny.
Uh, uh,
But it's
I
just
look
really good
terrible.
fun. No, it's really good fun. It's just a great, great, great event. Afterwards, David sent us some information about this bird. So this is another reed warbler. I think this one might have been caught I think it was probably before we got there, actually, looking at the light of that picture.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
just before we started.
Yeah. And this bird has made, let's have a look at this. So it was ringed as an adult breeding male on the 6th of June 2021 at Icon Marsh in Suffolk. Before it was controlled on the 27th of July, and that means it was trapped in its own country, I think, controlled.
Yep.
Um, so this means that the bird is at least 5 years old and has likely crossed the Sahara 10 times.
Wow.
It's likely the movement is semi-local post-breeding movement, as it was not carrying significant fat. So he's made a map of the 99-kilometer movement and attached it. So that's kind of the movement that it made most recently. And then that's the details that David got through from the BTO when he submitted it. So we won't go through all of this. There's lots on there, but you can see it's very, very detailed.
Yeah,
Lots of data
absolutely.
comes back.
Yeah, cool.
And it's just, I mean, that little tiny bird has made 10 journeys.
No, backwards and forwards.
That's
Yeah.
just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, yeah.
We just had a quick question, Matt. For those who don't know, our ringing events are part of our pop-up events. And to hear about these, if you subscribe to our MailChimp.
Yes.
So if you go to our website, www.ebws.org.uk, go to the bottom and there's a little form you can fill in, name, email address, and then you'll get our MailChimps when we advertise ringing events, other pop-up events, Birds of Essex, field trips, everything like that. So yeah.
The latest one that we've got coming up, we might as well talk about it now, actually, because it will feed through.
Absolutely. Yep.
I have put the latest one onto the website. So it already went out in advance on a MailChimp. So as Steve said, the initial notification is via the MailChimp. So please subscribe if you can. It's about 2/3 full already, because it is very limited numbers for obvious reasons. That the team can't have, dozens of people crowding around. So we limit it to 15 people. And this is the next one we have planned. So it's only, 3 weeks away,
2
isn't
weeks.
it? Yeah.
2 weeks away. Yep.
And the exciting part is that third line. Hopefully.
Park.
Hopefully.
We've been wanting to get to Gunners Park. It's one of the Southeast Ringing Group's other sites. And for those who know, Gunners Park's a top migration spot. And especially in September, anything is possible. So I think we're all super excited about this one. Fingers crossed the weather's going to be good.
Well, I'm hoping it's third time, because we tried twice before to run one there, didn't we? And
we have.
Both times it had to be cancelled because literally a day or two beforehand the forecast was not great. And with Gunners, because it's so exposed, if there's even just a fairly sort of light breezy wind, it makes it impossible to run the ringing demo. So fingers crossed.
Yep.
Sunshine, no wind. And then there'll be biscuits and cakes for the 15 people that come along, hopefully.
Absolutely. And we asked for a donation of £10 for these events, because when we first started doing these, David Wilkinson and his team, were all busy ringing stuff. And then we didn't realise that all the nets, the rings, all their equipment, their rulers, their weighing, measuring things, literally they pay for out of their own pockets.
One of the biggest expenses is George's Kit Kats.
Yeah. If you come along.
How amazing was it last time?
George. So George is a wonderful guy. He does all the scribing. So literally, he will make a note of all the wing measurements, the weight, the fat, everything, and he's meticulous. This guy, wonderful chap, but he always brings Kit Kats.
Mm.
And we were halfway through the ringing event, and it's like, are we going to get a Kit Kat? And then he pulled out a giant thermos flask with Kit Kats in.
Full of ice. He'd packed it with ice. He'd filled it with Kit Kats. They were freezing cold, like they were out of the fridge, and it was a nice hot day. So, that was amazing.
Amazing. So thanks,
Yes.
George. You're a
Yeah,
top man.
definitely, definitely. Right, that's ringing demo. So, we're a bit out of order now, but there we go. So feedback quickly.
No, I think we're all good.
All good. Right. So the
Yeah,
next thing
as
is
far
going
as
to
I'm aware.
be looking ahead to what we've got coming up. So let me load the page.
Cool.
So we've got Steve and Paul Everett, the society chair, who's also currently the indoor meetings organizer. And that's actually something that if anyone wants to take on the organization of the indoor meetings, they're planned for the next year, as you're about to see. And Paul and the rest of the committee would be on hand to give you advice and guidance and helping hands. Um, but Paul's going to have his hands really full being the new society chair. So if anyone wants to step up and organise the indoor meetings, that would be most welcome. So just let us know, info.ebws@gmail.com. That would be really good. But the meetings look fantastic. So they're on our website. If you go to ebws.org.uk, from the home screen, which looks like, oops, in a minute, looks like this. There we go. That's the home page with your rather lovely picture of Brent Geese on it. I do like
Thank
that.
you.
If you hover over events, you've then got monthly meetings, field trips, big county birdwatch and pop-up events. So monthly meetings. A little bit of blurb at the top tells you where they are and what's involved and so forth. And then, as you can see, we've got coming up in, crikey, that's next week, isn't it?
It's next Friday. So
Oh my word,
week Friday.
goodness. Um,
I know.
Successes and challenges in demonstrating sustainability of waterbird harvest in the UK. This is in Chelmsford. So we've got two types of meeting. The indoor meetings always take place in the Quaker Meeting Hall in Chelmsford. The address is at the top of this page. The other type is online, which are done via YouTube, as we're doing now. So first one's on the 5th of September. Then on the 3rd of October, we've got Mark Nowers.
Hey.
Hey. So Mark, good friend of the society, works for the RSPB, and he's the turtle dove conservation advisor for the whole area really.
He is.
And he's giving a talk on turtle doves, and that's again an indoor one. Next one's an online one, isn't it, Steve?
It is, yeah. So we've got Dr. Mark Eaton of the Rare Breeding Birds panel. So there's a panel that judge all the collate all the rare breeding records for Britain. So that's going to be a really good talk, and that's an online one. So
Yep.
yeah, that looks really, really good.
That'd be fantastic. Then 5th of December, rather topical for tonight, nightjars. That's Dr. Greg Conway in Chelmsford. Is going to be talking about nightjar ecology.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
And Greg has also talked to the society previously, so this will be updated about his updated research. So if you saw his last meeting, really good. So well worth seeing.
Fantastic. The January one, I think Ken and Linda have spoken before as well, haven't they?
They spoke at the conference, one of our society conferences a few years back, and
Mm.
they're very good speakers as well.
Yeah, and this is about lesser spotted woodpeckers, which, as we know, are still in decline. So they're going to be sort of discussing, can we halt the decline in Britain?
Mhm.
And that's an online talk on the 9th of January. Then February, do you want to do this one, Steve?
Yeah, so Dr. Rob Williams, who has spoken to the society before, will talk about hummingbirds of the world. That is really amazing. I'm really looking forward to that one. Rob has some amazing photographs, and if anyone's had the lucky enough to experience hummingbirds, then this is well worth seeing.
Hmm. And then Paul Alastair Collins is back. Unfortunately, I missed his last talk. I didn't see it, but it was meant to have been fantastic. I think this was the one there was a problem with the projector, so we actually ended up doing it on a big telly or something. But his pictures are amazing, and he's back again on the 6th of March next year, giving another European Wildlife Roadshow with lots of stunning photography on our new projector. So put that one in your diary because that's going to be cracking. And the final one of the year is
Pete Merchant talking about the histories of peregrines in East Anglia. Now, for those who know Pete, he's fanatical peregrine chap. You know, involved with nest boxes, ringing throughout Ipswich. Yeah, so very local talk. Yeah, so you can see this. Yeah, brilliant talk that'll be.
Fabulous. Looking forward to that. And that's 10th of April in Chelmsford. So those are the indoor meetings. They run through from September to April usually. Then we have just a bit of a break in the summertime as we've just had. Field trips. So good old Steve has organised the field trips, and you've chosen a fantastic selection of locations. Again, we'll just run through them very briefly. So the first one is not long away. It's on the 21st of September to All Marshes by coach. Now on the website, we've got whether they're self-drive or by coach, and we put the start time in here. So this is the time that the coach will leave Chelmsford,
Yeah.
or the time that we meet if it's a self-drive. And then there's also instructions on the right-hand side. There's a little bit of blurb, and there's instructions where the other pickups will be if there are going to be pickups en route. On each of the field trips, there's an idea of how many spaces are left as well. And you don't have to be a member to come on a field trip. You can just ring Jerry, instructions at the top of this page, and you can book your place. So if you want to come along and see what we all get up to and just see some birds, maybe find some things you've not seen before, or visit somewhere you haven't visited before, please do come along. They're always good fun. So
Absolutely.
you've done All Marshes on the 21st September.
Yeah.
We've got 10 spaces left for that. Next one is
Bradwell Bird Observatory, and then down the Dengie coast, which is a self-drive trip on the 12th of October. So yeah, really good area, great for migrants at that time of year. So we're going to meet and it says on there, as Matt said, self-drive, so 9 o'clock start in the Chapel of St. Peter on the Wall car park, and the postcodes are there as well, so you should be able to use that on Google Maps or other mapping apps.
Yep. We are asking this for this season of field trips for the self-drive ones. If you can let us know in advance, again, contact Jerry. If you plan to attend, then we can make sure we've got enough guides. So if we end up with 60 or 70 people turning up, which has happened in the past, we'll see if we can get some more guides along with scopes so that we can either split up or at least have enough scopes and people to get everyone onto everything.
Absolutely.
9th of November, coach trip, 7 o'clock start this one. We're going to Frampton Marsh. Fabulous reserve up in Lincolnshire, and I'm really looking forward to that. I've only been there 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, I mean the wash. There could be anything turn up there that time of year. You're going to have all the winter stuff in. Going to be waders and wildfowl and raptors and all sorts of things. Only 6 spaces left on that one, so book it if you want to. And in December,
I'm really hoping that when we go to some of these places, there's going to be some water, because obviously it's been very dry summer, and I think Frampton's got about as much water in as my bath has. So
yeah, if we all bring a water bottle and just pour some into the scrape or something like that. But December's another self-drive one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's self-drive because it's just before Christmas, so obviously we're aware that people are busy doing Christmas shopping and stuff. But you can come to this at East Tilbury in Coalhouse Fort, 9 o'clock start. Great site, just up the road from Blue Water and Lakeside. So you can come birding with us, then go and do your Christmas shopping.
Absolutely. Or
winner, chicken dinner.
Or forget Christmas altogether and just stay birding.
Brilliant. That's up
Give
my street.
yourself an early Christmas present, have a day's birding and bring a friend. Then in January, 18th of January, we're doing Walthamstow Wetlands. And again, this is another self-drive one. This one, their car park opens at 9:30. So we're meeting for this one at 9 for a 9:45 start. Gives everyone time to get in, get parked up. There are parking charges there, so please be aware of that. But I think the entrance to the reserve is free, as you can see on the right-hand side. And again, just let Jerry know if you plan to attend either of these self-drive trips, please.
Yeah, and as it says on here as well, it's easy to get to by public transport, but it is in the ULEZ zone, which is chargeable. So make sure your vehicle's ULEZ compliant, or if not, you have to pay a charge. So just check that out. But the information is all on our website.
We're off to Holcombe in February, aren't we?
Again, another cracking place. Geese, shorelarks, maybe, ducks, scoters, birds of prey. Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Yep. Only 5 spaces left on that one. And that's a 7 o'clock start, being a bit further away. So Chelmsford, 7 o'clock. And that's Chelmsford only, that one. No pickups on that one.
Okay.
Then in April, we're off to Carlton Marshes with a 7:30 start from Chelmsford with pickup in Stanway, which is quite handy. especially for you because it's really close to where you are. That
Yeah.
one's actually fully booked at the moment, but you can, if you want to, call Jerry and go onto a waiting list. He's already started one. So if there are any cancellations nearer the event,
Yeah.
you'll be bumped up and get a place on the coach. So if it says fully booked on here, don't worry, just give Jerry a call and you might still get on. May, what are we doing in May?
Heading down to Rye Harbour in Sussex. We've been there previous few times before, but now they've got this brand new visitor centre. Brand new
Mm,
visitor centre, so a little bit of shelter. You can get a cup of coffee, nice little shop there, but great little reserve. Lots of lagoons and pools, grazing marsh. Great for breeding birds. So lots of breeding terns, gulls, birds of prey. Good for summer migrants like wheatears, windchat. Really good place.
I don't
Looking
think I've
forward to
ever
that
been
one.
there. Yeah, I've never been there before, I don't think. And
No,
also, the last one of the season is the next June. Seems like forever away, but it'll come around quickly. And that's Thursley Common. Again, I don't think I've been there either. So this is a 7:30 start from Chelmsford with pickups at Shenfield and Grays. Um, one place left on this coach. So again, if you're
wow.
quick, get hold of Jerry. He might be watching tonight. He hopefully has got his phone next to him. It might be buzzing as we speak. And this is a heathland habitat. So as you can see on there,
It is.
dark orbiter, tree pipit, redstart woodlark, all the heathland birds.
Oh
Uh,
man, it's amazing. If you're into insects as well, cracking for dragonflies, damselflies, amazing for other insects, and some very rare plants occur at Thursday as well. So, yeah, come along and I'll try and show you some rare plants.
Fantastic. So yeah, Steve is the sort of lead guide on all of these trips, or certainly all the ones that he can make. There's occasions where if you're half around the other side of the world, you can't make, but it's very unusual. You give up your time, and we thank you so much for doing it because without you, we wouldn't find quite as much. Your eyes and ears and knowledge is fantastic. So really appreciate you coming on. And I know that's not just me saying it, I'm saying that on behalf of everyone that attends.
Thank you, mate.
Thank
Thank you. No, I love doing them, and I can't wait to get going.
Yeah, let's get going. And if you've never been on one, please do come along because you will see some really good stuff. Promise. Right. That's all on our website. And the other thing that's on our website as well, very quickly, last bit, we've got something a bit different planned next month, haven't we? We do this every year. Um, but it is on the 28th, I think. And again, there's a
Sunday,
page.
28th of September.
Yep. Page on the website, just very quickly. Here we go. And this is our autumn birding day at Fingering Howick, the Essex Wildlife Trust Reserve. Super place, great centre, great hides, hugely varied habitat. And at that time of year, literally anything could be there, couldn't it?
Absolutely, it's a great time for raptors. I mean, I think last time we were there, last was it last year? We had redback shrike.
Yeah.
Yeah, cracking place. We're doing Matt and I are leading two free guided walks at 10:30 and 1:30, I believe.
Hmm.
Um, we ask for anyone that's not a member of the Essex Wildlife Trust to give a donation, please.
Yep.
But the Essex Birdwatching Society stand will be there with merchandise and all that sort of stuff. Annette and I will have our swallow birding stand there. So if you fancy coming out on a birding day or a holiday, birding holiday, wildlife holiday, come and see us. We'll be there as well. Yeah, really, really good day out.
The centre's always packed with lots of gifts and books, and there's optics there. Obviously, there's hot drinks, cold drinks, and plenty of food as well. So it really is a good fun day. And the other thing they've also said, along with the donations, if people can make a donation if they're not a member, as Steve mentioned, anyone that goes birding at Fingering Hoe Wick, before you go home, this isn't just on the 28th, but any old time you're there before you go home, don't forget to pop into the centre and just write what you've seen on the board, just so that the staff are aware of what's on site because they don't always get out and about as much as they'd like to. They're busy, obviously, doing work stuff. And it also tells other visitors what's on site as well and what they can look out for. So don't forget to fill in the board. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, looking forward to that. We've had a few comments.
Okay.
Richard Chews asked where my talk is this season.
Oh,
Well, actually, I am doing a talk, but it's on the next fixture card. So you got to wait a year. So yes, I am booked in to do a talk, Richard. So don't worry, you can't escape that easily.
uh,
Jan Beavers commented, she's just enjoying our show. She said the Southeast RSPB group have got a walk at Gunners Park on the 14th of September.
oh, brilliant.
So So yeah, so they'll will be early and they'll be just starting as we finish.
Fantastic. Yeah, that'd be good.
Really good. And then Ursula has just messaged, come they have the email again to message about indoor meetings. So
Yes.
yeah, go
So
on.
it's going to be info.ebws@gmail.com. That's info.ebws@gmail.com.
Cool. That's really good.
It's on our
Thanks, mate.
website. If you go to the website and there's an About Us tab and everything's down there.
And then Jan Beavers just said Thursday Common is a fantastic place and she misses going there. So yeah, or come along and join our coach trip.
There's one space left, I think, isn't there?
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So there you go.
That could be yours.
That could be yours, Jan.
Okay.
Excellent.
Bird of the month, very quickly, and then we're going to do a mindful moment. Then we've got a break. Right. So, bird of the month is. Do you want to tell the story while I load the picture?
Well, it's been it's been a pretty quiet month to be fair in Essex. And then last I'm gonna say Thursday. Week. Richard Jeffrey was birding at Holland Haven and boom, found this booted warbler.
Wow. I've never seen booted warbler.
I've seen one in the UK.
And I'll be honest with you, I've texted Richard just to make sure he was happy with us sharing the photograph, or there's a couple actually. If I saw that, I might just think it was a pale chiff-chaff. I'll be honest. I've never
Yeah.
having seen one. I know they behave a bit differently, and they do look. I mean, it is very, very pale. And you've got this supercilium going on. There's a little bit of a super, not too
Yep.
much, bit, and it's got a sort of slightly shorter, stubbier bill, hasn't it, with a dark mark underneath.
It's a cracking bird. I mean, these are eastern sort of bird. I saw these in Estonia this year, but they're not easy. So hats off to Richard for finding that. Unfortunately, he was the only one that saw it, and it was, despite a very good search, it wasn't found again.
But I said really good bird. I think the slightly dark lords as well are another identification feature, if I remember correctly. But well done, Richard. You know, it just shows a bit of diligence. And actually, you know what? I think we've said this before, but when you're looking at stuff, and I've done it myself, I've looked at things and said, "Oh, that's so and so," and you keep going. And if you don't look properly, you can miss things, can't you?
Absolutely, yep. It certainly
So,
pays
well
to
done.
give everything a good grilling,
Definitely.
especially well, at all times of the year, but especially the autumn time.
Definitely.
So that might be a contender for bird of the year, but who knows? We've got a few more months to go, so let's wait and see.
Right, so we're going to do a mindful moment from John. So, as people probably know by now, John Ward often sends us in, pretty much every month, sends us in a little video. And it's always my fault because I always ask him too late. And this time around, I asked yesterday. So he's knocked this up overnight, so to speak. Haven't looked at it yet. It's coming just as we were prepping for the show. So hopefully. Can you see a blank screen?
Yep. Sorry,
Yep.
Me's thinking all I can see is a blank screen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to turn the camera off, turn the audio off. I've got no idea what's about to happen. He could really get us one time, couldn't he? Because I never look at it. It could be like an episode of the A-Team from the 80s or something. That'd be really funny. But anyway.
Oh, I'd be happy with that.
Right, here we go. So video off, audio off, and we'll see you in 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Yep. See you in a moment. Wow, wow,
I
wow,
love
wow.
that.
Do you know what?
Literally.
I was quite liking the birds, and then the pondskaters came on, and that was like, that is the
They were brilliant. And that purple emperor
yeah,
feeding and oh, it's
ah.
amazing. I actually at the beginning with the male red star and then the female came. I was taking a swig of water and I spilled water on myself when the female came.
No, well done, John. You've done it again.
Brilliant.
Superb stuff. Superb stuff.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely
Thank you,
amazing.
John.
We do really
Really, really good
appreciate.
to hear. Yeah.
There's a lot of work goes into those, as we know, and yeah.
Next time I'll try and give you at least 2 days notice. I'm so sorry. But no, thank you so much. Right, we're going to have a quick break and then we're going to be back with the results of the summer photographic competition. Okay. Anything on the chat while I'm
Yeah, there
loading?
is quickly. It's the second booted warbler for the county.
Wow.
The first was in 2006
Blimey.
on the 9th of September. So that's good.
Yeah.
And then people commenting on John's work. Jonathan Norgate's watching. See, they just get better and better.
Mm.
Mike O'Hanlon, Paul Everett, Richard Chew said top work.
Yeah, no, thanks so
Absolutely.
much, John. Right. Okay, we're going to duck out for a few minutes and we'll be back in about 3 minutes.
See you in 3 minutes.
Oh, look at that. Okay. See you in a bit.
Oh,
Bye.
ducking out. Bye.
Bye.
I'm here. It's all right.
Oh, phew.
Oh man.
I was
Oh,
starting to panic there a little bit.
oh no. Oh my god. I was just busy.
I was just loading up 10,000 photographs to go through with everyone. So. Right.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we didn't discuss membership from the first half. We just missed that off. I just noticed. So
Yeah,
very quickly
absolutely.
before we launch into the photographic competition thingy, how can people become a member of Essex Birdwatching Society if they're not already, Steve?
So go onto our website, and we've mentioned
Yes.
it again, but www.ebws.org.uk. Have you got a screeny thing there
Oh,
or
I
not?
can do a screeny thing. Hang on a minute. I was doing
Or
something else, but keep talking. If you show some of the benefits, I've got them down here as well. Hang on.
oh,
Ooh, uh, as unprepared as always. A minute. In fact, I can't show the screeny thing because I'm already logged in. Hang
hold on,
on.
maybe I
Oh,
hold
I
on.
can. Yeah, here we are. No, I can. There we
Oh,
go.
oh, okay. If not, I can. So okay.
Bing and bong. Right. So if you go onto our website, as Steve said, top right hand side here, if you can see that, it says join renew, and it comes up with this screen and it says come and join us, and it tells you loads of stuff about us, how to join, and you can click down here and you follow the process through. Join now. You can choose an adult membership for £16 a year, and for £16 a year, people get
Oh man, what do they get? They get
what up?
good stuff.
Loads of stuff. Look at that. Look, we've got exact. That's. Oh no, it's not in the same order.
Oh,
You put the
sorry.
report at the front. There you go. Right, hang on a minute.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. There you go. Hey, right.
Hey. Uh,
Okay. So yeah, we've got the bird report. Neil Sumner, who's watching, is the editor. This is the latest bird report, the 2023, but I think they're all already beavering away at the 2024. Tim Hayward, the county recorder, is doing a fantastic job along with Andrew Duquette. They're getting all these records in and collating them all and processing them all. And then Neil and his team of sub editors will do all of this stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's magnificent, isn't it? Loads of
look at that. Look at those
information. Oh,
pictures.
lovely
Yeah,
pictures, lots of text, lots of graphs and data, and it gives you things, information about when birds come in, when birds leave, how often they've been seen, when they were last seen, when they were first seen, and
yeah,
a write-up of where they've been seen and key numbers and so forth. So this is a fabulous, fabulous piece of work, and well done to everyone involved. Seriously, it's really good.
absolutely,
You get
absolutely.
that, but you don't just get that; you get two of those, don't you? Two of these. Woo.
So yeah, Essex Birding magazine. Now these are £5 each. That is £12, right? So my rubbish
Absolutely.
mathematics
Yeah.
makes that £22 worth of publication for 16 quid.
Exactly. And it's packed full of information, lovely pictures. You've got articles and all sorts of things. It is just superb. It really is. And most of the stuff that's in here, in fact, virtually all of it, is written and donated or submitted, sorry, by members, by anyone really. You can send in an article, a story, do a write up on something, send in your photos. A lot of the pictures in here are pictures that have been submitted to the photo competition as
Yeah,
well. So if
absolutely.
you
Got
want to get your
pictures.
picture published, there you go. That was yeah, that's the Mediterranean goal by Edwin Cummings, I think. Just say
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. So if you want to get your picture published, send it into the photo competition. It might get into here as well. And you also get this.
Yep. Fixture card.
So all that blurb that me and Steve were talking about, you could have turned off and gone and done something else and just read this instead. But
It's got
it's
all
all
the
on here.
society contacts on there. And
Yeah.
one thing we didn't mention, Matt, is coming up early next year is
Mm,
our society conference.
absolutely. Well, we're going to be covering that in more detail in a month or two. But yes, there will be lots of information. We're putting the final finishing touches to preparations for the conference. It's going to be in March.
It is March. Yep.
And it's going to be brilliant. But we're not going to tell you anything about it at all at the moment. We're going to wait because there will
But
be lots of
it,
advertising
it
stuff
is
coming out.
Saturday the 28th of March. So get that in your diaries now.
Yeah, reserve the date, definitely.
Reserve the date. Watch this space.
Keep an eye on EBWS. Keep an eye on social media. Submit to our MailChimp thingy,
Yep,
and we will tell you more about it. And we'll be talking about it in a month or two as well. So yeah, good.
absolutely.
And then if you are a member, or even if you're not a member, you can buy stuff as well if you want to. So you can
Yes.
buy. Go on.
Books.
What have
Birding
you got?
notebooks. Cracking birding notebooks. Really good.
Excellent. We've got umbrellas. I'm not going to put it up because it's bad luck, but
Here's bad
umbrellas
luck.
with the logo on it.
Shopping bags. Lovely shopping bags.
Excellent. We have cats. Look at that. Oh, whoops. There you go. That's pretty good. And I'll tell you what, that's much better, isn't
Hey, now you know. Now you're talking.
it? Right, that's that. And we've got t-shirts and we've got sweatshirts. I've got any sweatshirts here, but we've got t-shirts in lots of different colours. They're blue and cream and orange and green and graphite and lots of colours and sizes. That's those. They're good fun. And we got badges. No, badges. Sorry, not badges. We've got so you've got the
We
square
have.
badge, which is cool.
Yep.
And you,
Oh,
I think you can. I think does Pete send these out when someone joins? I think you might get one of these when you join. I can't remember.
I'm not sure. But
They're
got
available.
new. Woo! Look at those. Round
Wow.
badges. Round badges.
My camera doesn't focus close. Look at that. It's focusing on me. That's rubbish. There you go. That's better. Ooh. Right, anyway. So yeah, round badges, square badges, lots of stuff. So it's all on our website. It will all be available at Fingering Hoe for the autumn day. And if you come to any of our indoor meetings in Chelmsford, we have a little table in the corner and we have a lot of this stuff available there as well. And if you want anything, just send us an email, info.ebws, and we can get in touch and let you know how we can do that for you. So that's that done. Right. Do you want to find out who won the photo competition?
Do you know what? I've been waiting for the last hour and 20 minutes.
I know. I'm sorry. So here we go.
Oh, it's exciting stuff.
No. Right. We're going to go fourth to first.
I've narrowed it down to the top four, so
Well done.
thanks.
So which one do you think finished fourth?
I don't know. It's going to be tight, I think. They were all really good. So, okay.
So fourth was the Kingfisher. Kingfisher in Flight by Adrian Galley. And as you said earlier on, lovely. What I love about this one is that the bird itself, the head of the bird, the bill, the eye, absolutely pin sharp and in focus. Lighting's lovely. You can that color on the rump down here. That's exactly what you see when you see a kingfisher fly away from you in the sun. You just see that
Absolutely.
absolute bright iridescent sort of turquoise blue. What I love about it is that the shutter speed he's used is quick enough to capture all this, but it's slow enough to capture the wing blur.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what? It wouldn't be so good if it was all pin sharp.
correct, definitely,
Absolutely.
it would look a bit weird almost. So
Yep.
that you really get the sense of speed. So I love that one. So thanks, Adrian.
Yep.
Well done for getting to the final. In third place,
Mm.
we had the spotted flycatcher by Ian Dale, and again, this is a typical spot fly pose. They always sit upright, don't they?
Yeah, very upright bird. Yeah, and they don't sit still for that long, so that's a cracking shot.
Lovely shot. You can see the whole bird. You can see my favorite part of the spot fly, I think, is just the crown. It's just
Yeah.
this lovely speckled crown. It's so pretty, really nice. And for a kind of an LBJ, for a little brown jobby,
Yeah.
uh, they are so pretty. They really are. They're delicate, lovely birds. And as we said earlier on, this one's holding a little waspy thing as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
very, very good. Great shot, Ian, and congratulations on finishing third. So
Mm.
means we have Little Owl or Blue on Gold as the winner. Which one do you think it is?
Well, the one I voted for hasn't appeared yet, so
Okay,
let's just wait and see.
let's wait and see. So in second place we have
Oh, Adrian's got a second shot in the final. Cool.
Little Owl again, Adrian Galley. So we had Kingfisher and Little Owl in the final. So well done, Adrian. Super
Again,
shot. Yep,
again, you see now that one works completely pin sharp, the whole bird.
it does. And lighting on this one as well is just fantastic. You've got beautiful lighting showing the bird. And what I love about this as well is you've got a bit of the foreground in, a bit of the grass,
Yeah.
taking a bit of context. You've got a nice blurry background. It's the expression on the little owl's face.
It's just focused, and it has got his
Yeah.
eye on the
What,
prize.
whatever it had its eye on, it's probably no longer with us. I would guess with that look on its face anyway. Which means the winner is
The one I
Blue
voted
on
for.
Gold by Roger Hance. To be honest with you, when we had all the pictures come through, and as I said earlier on, my favourite was actually the little grebe, the great crested grebe. This was my number two, and it was a very
Yeah.
close choice. And
Mm.
this was the one when it came through that it was the one shot that made me kind of go, "Ooh,"
Yeah.
because it's so different. It really is so different.
Yeah.
And again, beautiful background, pin sharp bird, lighting perfect, exposure perfect, everything about it's perfect, really. But it's what's going on. What's going on?
I mean, it's difficult enough getting the goldfinch sharp, but to
Hmm.
get the blue tit sharp, and
But
then
also,
look at it. It's
what's
like,
going on? I don't know
oi,
what's
mate,
happening there.
oi, mate, get off my perch. I'm trying to get a
Yeah,
seed here.
yeah. That's the thing. I can only imagine that there must be some seed in here. And this blue tit's either misjudged the landing or I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking, but that's hilarious. I love that shot. So thank you so much, Roger. It got a lot of votes as well. I think it actually has received the record number of votes in a final. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, really, really good.
Uh,
Really good. Well
well
done.
done, Roger. Fantastic. And
Your
well done to
prize.
everyone. Well done to everyone.
Yes, definitely. Everyone that took part, everyone that got to the public vote and the finalists, everyone, as Steve said, Roger's prize will be with him. We'll get a print done of that photograph with a certificate as well, and I'll be in touch and we'll send that out. So yeah,
Thank you.
fabuloso.
Yeah,
Right.
and quite a few people congratulating Roger.
Mm,
You do get a square badge when you join the society,
cool. There you go.
just
But
as Sandra Bell has today. She's fully paid up again. So well done, Sandra.
Sandra, you haven't got a round badge.
And Liz Huxley said it's either surfing or skateboard practice, the blue tit. Oh,
It
that's
could
cool.
be. It could be. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
There's got to be a Gold Coast thing in there. So I don't know. I've not. Yeah, let's not go there. Okay, so we're going to go through where we've been and what we've seen. Do you want to go first, or?
I haven't done an awful lot, so I don't know if you want to go first this time, actually, because you've done far more than I have.
Well, I haven't. I've just got more pictures. I think I've gone a little bit snap happy because
Okay.
um, I picked up. It was actually John Ward. John Ward sold me a camera over the summer, so I've changed my camera ever so slightly, and I've been playing around with it and seeing what happens. So I'm going to whiz through some pictures very quickly.
You go first.
Um, hopefully you'll be able to see them. Bear with me. Here we go. Can you see an owl?
Can. Yep. Cool.
Excellent. So this barn owl, this was back. So this is basically pictures I've taken since the last show in May. I'm just going to whiz through. So barn owl.
Man, I could have had hundreds. I've just done
I
August.
know, I know. I'm sorry. So barn owl in Rabness. I got some nice views of that one evening, so it's lovely. And then I've been practicing birds in flight with this new camera because it's got a different focusing system. So common tern, I always find is a really good bird to practice on because they're not slow. They're
No.
medium size, they're medium speed, but they're quite nice to photograph because they tend to kind of fly quite predictably. So you can play around and get some nice shots of those, hopefully. So yeah, enjoy
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that.
that's nice.
Remember this chappie at
I do.
random barnacle goose turned up at Abberton for a few days, didn't it?
We're still there, probably somewhere
Well,
knocking
probably,
around.
yeah, probably. And again at Abberton, another common term, but this look at the size of that fish. Roach,
Right.
perch,
That's
tench,
a. It's got.
roach, roach,
It's a roach. I don't
perch.
know. Can please, fish watchers, please get your comments in.
I've got to make a note. Get book on fish. I've got to learn fish, definitely. Right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I only know cod and haddock.
Yeah, this one hasn't got any fingers, so I've got no chance. Right, so look at the size of it though. That's mega.
Exactly.
Oh no. And then also at Abberton, this ruddy shelduck was there at the same sort of time as the barnacle goose, to be fair.
Oh yeah, slightly dodgy.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not go there. Right. Okay.
Okay.
And then this thing was also there, I think, wasn't it?
Just got this.
This is a white. It's a white face whistling duck, I think.
It's whistling duck. Yeah, look, it's
Yeah.
even got a plastic ring on its head.
It's on my list. That's bird number 400. No, no, so that was obviously an escape, but it's quite a cool bird. It looks pretty weird, doesn't it?
It is. They're cool. They're cool birds. They are.
Very good. And then this is a proper bird. I think this is a great white egret at Abberton flying over. And then some little sort of summer feedy things going on the last couple of months. So around the corner from me, young coot chicks with their fluffy orange hair, and they've been being fed by the parents. That's always fun to watch. It's half a common turn, this one, a common
That's
turn.
good.
So yeah, just taking pictures of them diving into. Look how deep under they go, though.
It's a long way down. That is
Yeah.
long way under.
And then the swans have had cygnets, so nice little family group shot of these swans. And then I think it was the same day. One of the little cygnets decided to try and have a fly. So do you want to see the effort?
Yeah, go on then.
There you go.
Oh, that's pretty like.
Oh, that's quite funny. And it was sitting there, it just went up on its going like this. It was proper flapping. It was really funny.
Parents going, "You're too blooming early.
Yeah, what are you doing, lad? Don't be silly.
Wait a few more weeks."
You need more Weetabix.
Already,
Other
Brett.
cereals, other cereals are available. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. But then on my webs count a couple of months ago, I stood there counting coot, and then I looked right down the reservoir. Hardly this is. I thought, blimey, that's a big coot.
Uh,
It was a black swan. So I've never had a black swan. I know again it's not technically on the British list and so on and so forth, but they're always good fun birds to see. And I've never had one at Ardee Reservoir, so got a couple of shots of that, which is quite nice.
See you justifying it then. It's just like, yeah, well, it's lovely, but
It's on the list,
yeah,
along
there
with
is.
White Face, Whistling Duck, and
It's
anything to try and catch up Mr. Entwistle.
it's your own list, mate. Do what you like.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to go to the zoo next week. Um, then I went to Minsmere on my birthday,
Oh,
and I
sand
wanted,
eel.
yeah, I wanted a picture of a sandwich tern with a big sand eel, and I got one, which is quite cool. Look at the size of that; it's
Oh my
huge.
word.
And then this picture, I was a bit unhappy really because I wanted to get a picture of this black-headed gull head in the bottom corner, just blurred, which I did perfectly, and he got photobombed by these by these spotted redshank in breeding plumage. So
Cracking crackers, aren't they?
they're lovely birds. Yeah, they're really good. Do like
Well,
spot red.
I like that.
And then back to Ardley, just messing around with the camera again, and this little tiny chappie all on its own, and it was swimming
Oh,
around in the edge of the water, and then it got out, and you could see it's a lovely sunny day, and it walked all the way up the bank, and then it went and sat under its mum.
I thought you were going to
Oh.
say it got eaten by a heron. Yeah,
I think this is a much nicer ending than
yeah, that
being.
is much nicer. Oh, phew.
Oh, quite sweet, yeah. And then I don't know if you remember. Do you remember a few months
Oh, my
ago?
word. You just
I
got basically a collection of just dodgy wildfowl.
Well, I showed a picture of this. Do you remember? I think it's a grey lag goose swan goose thing cross. I don't know exactly what it is. It's a weird
I would
thing.
say so. Yeah.
But it had been released at Ardley with a couple of muscovy ducks that have disappeared. But this thing was still around for quite a few weeks, and it was always in the same place and honking away and quite friendly. And then a load of grey lag. So Tina, me and Tina have been down and fed it sweet corn and stuff a few times. And then Tina was worried that it was going to be lonely and not have any friends. And then a whole bunch of grey lag geese turned up. And lo and behold, it hung around with them for a good week or so. As you can see, it seems quite happy in with all the grey lags.
Okay.
Now it's gone, and so have they. So I can only assume. I don't know if they can fly. I mean, I'm hoping it can fly. So
Yeah,
I hope
yeah, they're better. Yeah, better fly, I think.
it's off with them. That's what I'd like to think has happened anyway.
Okay, that's good.
Fingers crossed. Now, if anyone sees this weird goose somewhere with a load of grey lag, let me know. That'd be good. Then we went to bird fair. We did bird fair, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, I forgot about bird fair.
Yeah, bird fair was good. Haven't really got time to discuss it. Bird fair was good fun, really good. If anyone went, I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I did, and bumped into you guys on the day as well, which was good fun. And then afterwards, I went down to one of the hides and managed to get views of osprey, and also topically from earlier on,
Oh, yellow leg gull.
a yellow leg herring gull thing, whatever it is now. But yeah, yellow leg gull. That was nice to see. And then finally, backlit common turn, just messing around with
Nice.
those at Abberton. It's good
I
fun.
like that.
Did a couple of building shots in Ipswich. There was an oyster catcher on a building, so I thought I'd take a picture of it.
Okay.
I
This
know.
is a wild. This is a wild bird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my family snaps are coming out in a minute as well. I've got some holiday pictures from 10 years ago coming up in a second. And I quite like this one just because of the angles of the building and the peregrine sat there. That was quite good
Yeah,
fun.
that's nice. I
Yeah.
like that. Nicely cropped.
And then we were talking about spotted flycatchers. So I managed to find a little family of spotted flycatchers in North Essex. Got a nice shot of one on a little post there.
Beautiful.
This one has caught something or other. I don't know what kind of moth thing that is. It's a weird fluffy headed moth thing. I can't remember what that one's called. It's got the really big antenna.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to say from
I
that.
did look it up and I've forgotten. There's another spot fly coming in.
Wow.
Quite cool. And there's juvenile there as well, so they've obviously bred, which is nice. It's good. And very quickly, messing around with blue tit in the garden with a dark background. So if you lower your exposure thing, if you've got a slightly darker background, you can turn it black. And you can
Yeah,
see
nice.
birds, so it's always good fun. Wood pigeon, which with a nice blurry background. So again, just messing around with backgrounds, messing around with different ways of taking pictures.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the way to do it.
And then this little chap, this was flying around, this young common term was flying around at Ardley. It could fly on its own. It could definitely go and catch its own fish. And then it just sat there and squawked until its parents came and fed it.
We've got more pictures of fish tonight than we have birds,
You have,
almost.
I know you have. Abberton, nice views of you, juvenile San Martin. Quite like
That's
that.
beautiful. Yeah, lovely.
Get one in flying past as well. And really quickly, we've got the little grebe family at Abberton. Have you seen them?
Yes, I have.
Yes. So this little feisty little grebe chick, it was really puffing itself up and looking big and scary as possible. And then as soon as the parents came along, it was like, "Oh, please feed me."
Oh, that's a lovely
Oh.
picture. That is.
And of course, it duly did get fed, which was nice. Then there's wood sand. Remember the wood sand at Abberton?
I did.
Yep, really good. Nice close views of that. And then on my webs count last month, managed to find a pair of grey partridge. I haven't seen grey partridge for 2, 3 years.
It's really good.
I had to walk
Not an
past. They sat really still. I went past. I thought, I hope I don't flush them. I had to go past. Got a picture of the male, and then they did fly, but they only flew about 50 yards and settled down again in the middle of the field, which was nice.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's not an easy bird to see nowadays.
And have you ever seen a great white egret on a nest?
No.
There you go.
Well, not his nest anyway.
Well, no, it wasn't his nest. It was their nest. So they kicked it off and got back on their nest, which is good.
Brilliant, love it.
And then we're getting right up to date now. Went and saw the black stork at Boyton Marshes.
Yeah.
It was asleep to start with. I didn't notice it to start with, to be fair. I kind of almost walked past it because it was just dead still. Then it laughed at me, obviously, for not noticing it. And then it did have a walk around as well, which was good. But my lifer of the last couple of months has been that one.
Oh man.
What's this one?
So some of my pictures might be very similar. It's
Okay.
a zitting cisticola.
Yes, or it used to be called a fantail warbler, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a much nicer name, fantail warbler, but there you go.
So, yeah, I agree. And then Steve will talk about them in a minute because there's some exciting news about them, isn't there, up in Suffolk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And there's common red
Nice.
start at Benays,
Beauty.
beautiful young birds, picked up by Brian Combs, and pipe flycatcher also at Benays, fantastic.
Good.
And then while I was there, I thought I'd walk up the beach, got some wimbrel, which was nice. Managed to get a black tern,
Good.
flying down the shore, which is good. And then finally, Webb's count. Look at the size difference on these two.
She's a monster.
Yeah. So a couple of pairs. I did my Webb's count this time round was with a lady called Kate, who's thinking of joining the team doing the Webb's count on the Star. So I took her around the area that I count on. And as we were walking back, I said to her, these pylons are always good for peregrines if you have a look. Picked up the bins. Oh, there's one. And then got the scope up as well. And then another one flew in. So yeah, male and female. And that
Really
female,
nice. Well done.
gigantic. Look at the width of her. She's huge.
Yeah.
Beautiful bird.
Lucky. That's a lovely shot.
And final pitch, I had to finish with common turns. So
I thought it was a fish, another fish.
yeah, and another fish. Yeah, had to be. So fishes of Essex. So there you go. Sorry, there's quite a few. I just did it from the last time round, but whizzed through them. So yeah, that's me done.
Cool.
me.
Prize. Well, I'm going to be much quicker than that. So
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
hold on. Hold on. No idea what I'm doing here now. How do you share a screen? Oh, that's right. I can remember. It's been a long time.
It has.
Hopefully you can see that.
I can. Oh wow.
So basically, I have been on holiday, and I'm still on holiday. I've got about a month off, which is really lovely. So Annette and we headed down to France for a week back in early August. So mine are only from the last few weeks, so I haven't got that many. But we headed down to France for a week's relaxation. I can't go anywhere without my binoculars and my camera. So yeah, lots of blackwing stilts near where we were staying, which is really cool.
Lovely. Look at the colour of those legs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there are lots of young ones as well. But yeah, this is nice blackwing stilt. Kingfisher.
Hey.
Just landed right in front of us on a post, which was when we were in a hide.
You can never have enough.
Cool.
You can never have too many kingfishers.
No, absolutely. And this bad boy.
Oh.
It's a koi pew.
Oh wow.
So these are a bit of a nuisance, to be honest. They're a bit of a I think they were introduced years ago and they've taken over. I mean, we used to have them in the UK and they got eradicated because they caused a lot of damage. But in France, there's still loads of them. So they're quite sweet.
Yeah.
in a
I
way.
quite like that actually. It's nice. Are they related to beavers or not?
Yeah, that sort of
Yeah,
family, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
So quite a few koi pew. Um,
Oh,
whilst
I know what that
whilst
is.
sat by the swimming pool, as you do, this honey buzzard flew over, which was pretty good. So I had to run and get my camera. I was like
Lovely,
dripping,
lovely.
dripping wet, but yeah, nice honey buzzard. So yeah, it was quite nice because whilst by the pool, there were like bee eaters flying over and black storks and middle spotted woodpecker and and I wasn't even birding really. It was just
Fantastic.
quite nice. Purple heron,
Oh,
nice young purple heron that flew past us out and about, which was nice.
very
And
smart.
then wood sandpiper like yours, nice juvenile. So again, lots of waders moving through this month, so which is really
Okay.
good. And
Yep.
this was just right in front of us, just quite happily feeding, which was nice.
Superb.
And then, like you,
Hey.
couldn't not. So when I saw this last week, I was there at like 5:45 in the morning, and
Oh my
literally,
goodness.
I watched this for 2 hours, didn't see a single person,
Fantastic.
and it was like 20 feet away, like your shots, it was just, so it's well
Oh,
worth
well,
going to see if anyone's up that way. It's at Boyton Marshes. It's a long old walk.
yeah, it's still there. I mean, when I got there, there wasn't anyone else there, and it is nice sometimes to have a bird to yourself. I know it sounds like a silly thing to say, but it is nice, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's getting a bit more mobile the last few days. So,
Okay.
maybe I'll be thinking about going soon, but it's still a good bird to see. Hopefully it'll stay a little
Mm.
bit longer. And then, I mean, this was just like, it was just so blooming close. So,
Wow.
yeah. So that
Wow.
was really nice. And then,
I bet
like your
you can
shots,
almost see your reflection in the eye of the stalk if you go back. Look,
yeah, you can. Look, yeah, look,
that is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then, like you said,
Oh,
Zitting
hang on.
Cisticola. Look at that. That's
No, no.
even worse
Oh,
for you.
oh, look at that.
Look at that. You can see the streaky back and all sorts.
Are you
Oh
sure
my
it's
God.
not a bit of grass, to be fair?
Do you know what? It might as well be. I mean, so this was like a new bird for me for Britain. So
Mm.
which brought me up, actually brought me up to 480. And that's with all the splits and the lumps done, which is really good.
Oh,
But
well done.
literally, it was the most uninspiring bird I've ever been to see.
Oh, well, although, did you see
So,
one or did you
well,
not?
we were watching this bird,
Yeah.
and it went off to the right, and I was watching another one to the left. And speaking, we bumped into Neil Harvey, who's an Essex birder, and he said, "Oh no, apparently local birders have been birding, and there's only one bird here." And I said, "Well, like 4 or 5 of us all saw 2 birds," and it was like,
Mm.
"Oh, okay." And then this is even a worse shot of the fantail warbler. That's shocking, isn't it? Anyway, they're breeding
That's amazing.
4 youngsters.
I'm assuming they've never bred in the UK because this is only about the 10th bird that's ever been
Yeah, 10th or 11th
confirmed.
record. No, it's a first for Britain for breeding.
And is it three? Did you say three young or
Yeah,
four
well,
young?
4, I think.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. I apologise if anyone hears. There's a muntjac out in the back garden here making a hell of a racket. It's like,
Well, so yeah, I
um,
mean, if anyone wants to, not that we're actively encouraging people to go birding out of the county, but places other than Essex do exist. So yeah, if you
yeah,
want to head up to Suffolk, Boyton Marshes, and this is Walberswick, isn't it?
Walberswick. Yep. Again, a little bit of a walk, but yeah,
You
well
can
worth
do you
seeing.
can
And
do
this,
one in the morning, one in the afternoon. They're not that far away from each other, really.
no, absolutely, no,
Mm.
not at all. So yeah, well worth, and they're still there. Both still there. So that's really good. And then, a bit like you, we've got
Oh,
the similar shots. I went down to Canvey last week for a bit of sea watching. The weather looked quite good,
yeah,
and this wimbrel just came in, calling, tried to land in front of us, but the tide was a little bit high, and then just flew off.
gorgeous.
So not particularly sharp, but not bad. And
Bit of dynamite. Yeah, lovely.
sandwich tern, which was my first one of the year. I'd not seen sandwich tern in Essex this year until
Right.
then.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a quick trip to Old Hall last week, just have a bit of a walk round, really.
Hmm.
And nice family of bearded tits. It's in front of me. And then I bumped into Ollie Cottis, who's now back from South Africa. And him and I were just chatting away. And I just raised my bins, and these 3 black terns just dropped in front of us. They had
Mad.
a quick feed, for maybe 2 minutes, and then
Yeah.
off they went on their migration, which was really
That's
nice.
what's
And
so
here's
good
another.
about birding. Anything can turn up anywhere, can't it? You just never know
Yeah,
what's going to happen. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And I managed to grab a couple of shots, and these were the first records of black tern at Old Hall this year.
Oh,
So
well
there's
done.
not been any of that. So and that's me. That's me
Well
done.
done. Brilliant. Well, we're going to really quickly run through. So some people have sent some pictures in. Remind me in a minute as well to check the emails just after we've
Tawny
done.
owl calling outside now as well.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've had Tawny Owl unless. In fact, hang on.
Come round, come round.
Well, if you hang your microphone out the window, can I tick it?
Ticket. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've had
Right.
some people
Oh,
send some pictures in. So thank you so much for sending them through. Just going to go
oh,
through these. So we've got. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to do them small actually because I've named them in the top. Got Graham Me sent this
oh,
great white egret in from Aberton
I
on a
love
black.
that. And this is the beauty. Don't
Mm,
just stick your cameras on automatic. Play
yes,
around with the exposure. Look at that, as Matt was saying earlier.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my word, Graham, that's quality.
With the blue tit in the garden, he's done the same thing here. He's knocked down the
Yep.
exposure. The background goes jet black. Looks lovely.
Mm,
Oh, that's nice as well. Graham Me in his garden, hornet, and he said there's been quite a lot of hornets the last few weeks.
it's been a really good
Mm,
summer and autumn for hornets, wasps, bees. Really
yeah,
good.
I've noticed a few hornets as well. So always good. I love hornets. I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
I was watching a hornet's nest a week or two ago, and it's fascinating to watch them come and go. These pictures are from Ian Dale in Littlebury. He sent them in just before we started, but managed to download them. And again, you've got a spotted flycatcher with that looks like the same sort of waspy thing.
Similar type of wasp, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
very cool. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh,
It's the competition picture.
it was the competition. Ah, that'll be why then.
That's why it's the same
Hey.
wasp.
Oh my goodness, what a wally. Okay, all right. Yeah, so that's the same wasp. So thanks,
Oh
Ian.
man.
Okay. And oh, that's not a wasp. That
Oh, that's
is
cool. So
beautiful.
Den was L.
Is it beautiful?
I reckon so. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't see any bands. It looks like beautiful demoiselle. That's a nice shot. Like that one. Very good. Oh, blimey. That's a really colourful little thing. What's that? Can you make that out? Oh,
You enlarge it a little bit.
I don't know what that is. It's a blue and orange, and
Yeah. Do you know what? I've no idea what that is.
that looks really quite unusual.
If anyone knows what it is, stick it in the chat. It looks like a
Yeah,
clearwing moth or something like that, but
there
it's not
any
red
bugs
belted
out there?
clearwing.
Yeah,
No.
let us know. That's a good picture. I like that. Oh, there you go. Is that no, it's a different one. That's a little horsefly thing, isn't it?
Yeah, little sort of flesh fly thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Lovely. That's a really nice sequence. I presume that's the same bird. Ian, if you're watching, if you just let us know if that's the same bird. Oh, another one. There you go. Another little moth.
Oh, another moth. Lucky, busy catching lots of insects.
Blimey, I can imagine it may have young around that bird if it is the same bird. Then we got Mike O'Halloran, grey wagtail from Aberton Reservoir with what is that? Some kind of a nymph larva thing.
The dragonfly larvae
Yeah,
or nymph.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, I like that.
Love the colours.
Also from Mike at Holland Haven, a lovely is that stone wind chat.
In chat, yeah, nice. And there's lots coming through at the
Young one,
moment.
young
So
wind chat. Yeah, really nice.
yeah, Javi.
And a willow warbler, I think. Yeah, it looks like willow warbler.
Yep,
Yep,
it's nice.
Epithelium, very yellowy. Gorgeous again at Holland Haven. And then there's this looks like another spotted flycatcher, Holland Haven from Mike.
It seems like it's been quite good for spotted flies recently.
No, it's nice. I know we were saying earlier on, have you seen them? But few pictures coming through, which is always really good. So yeah, fantastic. And then this is the common redstart that was at the Naze as well. I think he managed to capture a picture in flight, and you can see the beautiful red tail. They're stunning
Yeah.
birds. They're lovely. And then a little sneaky peeky of the pie flycatcher at the Naze as well from Mike. Lovely.
Good.
And then Mike O'Hanlon had managed to capture a cracking shot of a kingfisher near Braintree. So beautiful shot, that one. Then Mo and Dave. So Mo Jackson and Dave Dutton out in Alresford. They've had this reed warbler feeding on ivy in the hedge near the house for the last few days.
It's good.
Rather nice, isn't it?
Like that. Lovely colours.
Pete Dwyer had a great spotted woodpecker with a backwards head in his garden.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Crazy.
And Richard Chew, Winterton Dunes up in Norfolk, a common ring plover.
It's nice.
Oh, lovely shot of a sedge warbler on the Strumpshaw fen. And then
Oh,
swallowtail butterfly. Also, look at that. It's a lovely shot, isn't it?
they're
Colours on
still
that.
on the wing at the moment.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely mad. And all that, I know what that one is. That's Norfolk Hawker.
Yep. Or green-eyed hawker, as it's called now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Changed the name.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you can tick
We
it
still
twice?
call we still call them Norfolk hawkers. I mean, come on.
Okay, that's a Strumpshaw. And then that's the other Damosel, isn't it? Expanded Damosel, that one, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lovely shot.
Strumpshaw, lovely. And then that looks like a scarce chaser, is it, with the darky bits in here? I think.
Big broad body chaser, isn't
Hang
it?
on. Hang on. He did put them on his. I think, isn't it scarce if it's got the darky bits? Yeah, he's put scarce chaser on there. I think these darky
Okay.
bits, is it?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. But yeah, scarce chaser. Anyway. And then on his local patch at London, we've got clouded yellow butterfly, which I think was his first for the patch.
Good. There's been good numbers of those the last couple of weeks.
Marbled whites, small copper, small tortoiseshell, so
Nice.
pretty. And the numbers of those, they're in a bit of bother. I don't know if they had a good year this year, but
I've seen quite a few, to be honest, but you
okay.
know,
Common blue butterfly,
yeah,
a
nice.
peacock butterfly. Look at the colours on that. It's a
Ah,
gorgeous.
isn't it amazing? Yeah,
Oh
that's cool.
wow! And a fox,
Oh,
lovely.
can't
Yeah.
beat a fox. That's really nice.
And that is it from the viewers. So thank you all so much for sending those through. I'll check the emails in a bit. We're going to do sightings next, I think, aren't we?
We are. We've got a couple of things on the chat. There's a bit
Yep.
of a fish ID dispute going on.
Oh, blimey.
There's a few
Fishgate,
for,
Fishgate.
there's a few for roach. I wish I hadn't asked now. And there's a few for rudd.
Oh, is this
So
which one is this for? There's been so many fish I can't remember.
I think it's your common
Common
turn.
turn.
I think we're going back to.
Okay.
So anyway, John Peacock asks, "What new camera have you got? Because those photographs are fantastic."
Oh, so it was a Nikon Z50 Mark II.
You go, John.
Which yeah. So there you go. Thank you. Yeah. All right.
See, he noticed he didn't ask what camera I'd got because my pictures were rubbish. Thanks, John.
He can't dig himself out of that one now, can he? Because even if he asks now,
No, exactly. It's too late. Wait till I see John. I'm like, well, I won't talk to him. So ignore him now.
fantastic.
Stanley said 80 cattle egrets were seen locally. Oh no, 80.
Oh.
He's asking that. He said 80 cattle egrets seen locally on one day is unprecedented. Where do you think they may have come from? Pass.
Maybe just a bit of movement or something. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
they breed locally now at Abberton and further up the Suffolk
Yeah.
coast. I think they breed as well. So
Yeah. So maybe just local movements.
movement,
It's
yeah.
also incredibly dry in the south of Spain and France. So there's no reason why, which is probably why we've got those, like it was hitting cisticolas come up. Probably because
Okay.
I
While you're
reckon.
talking, there you go. I'm just going to encourage Fishgate. There you go. Go on, carry on
And
talking.
then Colin Undrill just said he's one if it's a clearwing moth, that black and red one. So
Okay, cool.
cool. And that's I think that's the chat up to date because time is ticking.
I know. 3, 2, 1. Fishgate is over, so people can argue about that until the cows come, until the cattle egrets come home. There you go.
Exactly.
Right, very quickly, a couple of web pages. We are ticking, so going to rush through these. If you subscribe to our newsletter, you'd have already seen this, but there is a bird watching and bird conservation survey being run at the moment online by the University of Lodz, the University of Cambridge, the University of Helsinki. If you want a link to this, I'm going to take a picture of the page. If you just Google it, you'll find it. If you want a link, if you email us, we can send you a link to that. It takes about 15, 20 minutes to do, I think. There's an event coming up at the Natural History Museum on, I can't remember. There you go, Saturday, the 20th of September, called Avian Odyssey. And it's a series of talks throughout the day all about birds. So if you want to get involved with that, go to the Natural History Museum website and look up Avian Odyssey 2025.
Didn't invite us.
Sorry?
I didn't invite us.
Oh, well, maybe they
Oh,
should have
well.
done.
Fair loss. Fair loss.
And also, very quickly, people can follow us on social media, can't they, Steve?
They can. So we've got various social media accounts. We've got Blue Sky, which is at essexbirdnews.bsky.social. And basically, Blue Sky is a little bit different. You follow feeds.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a feed. There's a feed called Essex Birding. So you don't have to. It's quite easy for us because we don't have to repost stuff. But you can follow feeds. Well, perhaps one day we'll show how to do it.
Yeah, that's the Essex Birding feed. Loads of stuff on it, all sorts of things. That's nice and easy.
Yep.
We're on Facebook, aren't we?
We are on Facebook, which is at ebws info, I think it is. Yep, it is at ebws info.
Not wanting to load at the moment. That's maybe my computer being a bit slow, but there you go.
Just search Essex Birdwatching Society Facebook. We're in there, and we're on X as well. So we've got two accounts. We're at Essex Bird News for X, and EBWS Tweets, which is more about things like our meetings and things, whereas Essex Bird News tends to be a bit more bird orientated.
Absolutely. So that's Essex Bird News. And you can record on our website. So if you go onto our website, you've got an option top right of the screen to record your sightings. And then you can add sightings on here, submit all your records to us so we know what's going on and where the birds are. It's always really, really useful to get this information. And of course, it goes into the bird report, as we discussed earlier on. But we also get records from eBird, which is another platform you can use to record your sightings. And the BTO Bird Track, again, is another platform you can use to record your sightings. So those are all really good ways that you can record what you see. Don't forget to put down breeding behavior as well. So if you notice that birds are carrying food back to a location, or maybe carrying a fecal sack, or if you see young birds around, all of those things, if you can record those behaviors on those platforms, and it gives as much data and information as possible so we know what's going on in the wonderful world of birds. Right.
Absolutely. Any emails, Matt?
I don't know. While I'm looking for those, do you want to run
doing that? I'll do the sighting, shall I?
Yes, go, go, go. We're getting there.
Excellent. So, as I said, August has been a slightly quieter month, but I'll do the south of Essex as normal. Matt's going to do the north of Essex. So I'm kicking off, Wallasey Island, probably the best bird so far, apart from spoonbills, which are becoming quite regular there. Curlew sandpiper, earlier in the month. South Weald, which doesn't feature very often, had a wood warbler on the 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Which is a good record. Bowers Marsh down on the edge of Pitsea had 4 ruddy shelduck, and these 4 ruddy shelduck have gone to various places. West Canvey, they've done a little bit of a circuit around of unknown origin. 14 spoonbills there, and Gargany. I said the ruddy shelducks have been to West Canvey Marsh. Canvey Point's been quite good, just starting to kick off now as autumn goes on. 26 black terns, it's had Arctic skewer, guillemot, and a few other bits and bobs. East Tilbury's had a nice flock of black terns, wood sandpiper, pied flycatcher, and little stint this month. Hanningfield, I was there on Saturday. Water levels are quite low, so there's a few waders, but not a huge amount. But black terns there at the moment, which is really good. Gunners Park, 2 pied flycatchers. Little stint been to Thange Marsh, and probably the bird of the month so far, and probably going to be bird of the month for South Essex. Friend of the society, Ben Rumsby, who helps us to lead some walks down in the south, had a fly over Ortolan bunting at Raynham Marshes this morning.
Wow.
So, and which was a lifer for him, hot off the press. Yep, he had it in flight calling. So yeah, cracking record, Ben.
Oh, that's brilliant. Wow.
And I think
really
that's me done. That's nice and easy, that is.
Lovely. Well, I'll run through the north of the county. So beginning of the month on the 1st, 10 ink stint, wood sandpiper and 3 gargany at Abberton. The wood sands we've seen through the month with 3 on the 13th, and gargany have been seen on and off with 1 or 2 or 3 through the month. On the 5th at the Naze, pied flycatcher again on the 9th, 2 on the 10th, and 6 on the 13th and 15th. That's good. All passing through. On the 6th at Colne Point, there was a wood warbler. On the 9th, black tern at the Naze. On the 10th, wood warbler at the Naze, and also on the 15th there as well. On the 13th, there were 2 wood sandpipers at Holland Haven. Also, Abberton on the 13th were spotted redshank with 2 on the 18th. On the 14th at Mersey Island, pied flycatcher. 15th at Holland Haven, pied flycatcher. 16th, Old Hall Marshes, little stint. And also little stint at Abberton on the 18th with 3 birds there on the 20th. 3 black tern were seen at Old Hall Marshes on the 19th. I think they were your ones, Steve. On the 20th, black tern was at Colne Point as well. Excuse me. Also on the 20th, 2 little gull were at Abberton. On the 21st, we had Richard Jeffries' booted warbler at Holland Haven. Also on the 21st, on Mersey Island, pectoral sandpiper. Wonder if Mr. Entwistle managed to see that. Hopefully he did.
I think might have been a bit of debate whether that might have been a Dunlin, but we're not 100% sure on that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. And then on the 22nd, 4 curlew sandpipers and a little stint at Old Hall Marshes. On the 25th, wood sandpiper at Stanway Quarry. Ollie Cottis popped in there, had a look and found lots of bits in there, including wood sandpiper. And then today, hot off the press, Ed Bateman found a guillemot at Alresford in the Colne, which is fantastic. And as we heard earlier on, Liz Huxley found purple sandpiper at Holland Haven. So the first returning purple sand at Holland Haven.
Just
And
getting good
that
now.
is
Yep.
the north of the county done. So I think we're almost
Just while
there.
I'm saying, just while we're sitting here, Matt, if anyone's in Malden or the Malden area, Sandra Bell, who's watching tonight, has got a wonderful art exhibition going on at the moment in the Muldoon Centre I think it's until the 9th of September.
Oh, wow.
Featuring wonderful artwork and stuff that she's got for sale. So if anyone's in Malden fancies a little pop in there, then she's got her art exhibition. Just give her a quick plug.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. That sounds good. If I get that way, I'll go and have a look.
It's good.
Oh, lovely. Right, okay, so some reminders very, very quickly while Steve's checking the last little messages on the chat. We've got the Waterburst Harvest Sustainability in the UK talk on the 5th, which is next Friday in Chelmsford. I can't believe it's almost September. We've got the All Marshes field trip on the 21st. I think there was a couple of spaces left on that, so please look on the website and book up if you want to come. We've got the Gunners Park ringing demo on the 14th. There's 4 or 5 spaces left on that. Again, instructions on how you can register your interest are on the website. And we've got the Autumn Day at Fingering Hoe Wick on the 28th of September. And again, all the details of that are on our website as well. So keep checking us out. Follow us on social media. We'll be back again end of next month, probably.
Yeah, I think we're back at the end of next month. Yep. I'll be back at work by then. So, but yeah, I think we've got one. I think we've potentially got a date penciled in. So, yeah.
Good stuff.
No, nothing much apart from John Peacock says another great show, Matt and Steve. He hopes to come to Fingering Hoe later in the month, and he's off to go and have dinner now. So,
oh wow, okay. Well, I'm going to try and play out with a video of all of the photo competition entries, which I have prepared, but I can't find it. Hang on. I don't know where
it was all going so well.
I know, right at the very end, it's literally gone wrong. Hang on. It's not there.
Mike O'Hanlon and Richard Chew just thanks for the show as well. So thanks to everyone that watches. I mean, we do really appreciate this.
Okay.
A bit of fun. And thank you to Matt for that amazing theme tune, which I'm going to have as my ringtone on my phone now.
Okay, I'm just very quickly going to start. Hopefully you won't see this. Hang on. I'm just going to start this. So I think I've done it, but I haven't saved it in the right place. Ah, right, I have found it. Okay. Sorry about that.
All is well.
I've done it, but I forgot to rename it, so I now know where it is. Hang on.
Oh, and Graham says, are we thinking of going back to Friday nights? If possible, Graham. Unfortunately, it's all to do with our availability. So we do try and do it on a Friday night. I know it's Tuesday tonight. But yeah, I think we're aiming for Fridays again.
We're just keeping everyone on the button. It could be any night. It could be a Monday, could be a Friday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Sunday.
Oh, and Pete Pete's just mentioned car stickers, Matt.
Oh yes, yeah, you can. We didn't have them actually, but there are car stickers as well. So if you want to put a car sticker in and show your support of Essex Birdwatching Society, car stickers are available, and they'll be at Fingering Hoe and at the indoor talks. Right, I think I found the video. I hope it's the right one. If this goes horribly wrong, apologies in advance, but I think it's the right one. So
thanks for everyone's nice comments tonight and stuff coming in at the moment. So yeah, brilliant.
And thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm going to turn my camera off. Can you see a black screen?
I can see a black screen.
Right.
Yep, brilliant.
I really hope this is right. But
If
yeah,
not, this will probably be our last ever show, everybody.
if
So
it's
thank
not,
you very much
yeah,
for your support over the years.
if it's not, goodness knows what's about to happen, but enjoy it anyway. Right, okay. We'll see you all next month.
See you next month. See you later.